I'm at the lowest point in my day trading journey, maybe even in my life. If you don't know me, my name is Sam. I'm a aspiring day trader trying to make it work. And this has honestly been the hardest point of my trading journey up until now. I've been trading for 2.5 years. I started July 2023, and it's taken a lot for me to get here. And for the past 2 weeks is when I really realized how long it's taken me and the amount of effort I put in and just how like dangerous, not even dangerous, but like how much that has affected me overall throughout this entire journey, how much I've changed. I started out as a 16-year-old. I was in high school going through literally the hardest point of my life, and I had nobody to talk to. I had no friends. It was the summer before my junior year. I didn't talk to anybody. And these last few weeks I realized that I don't know what I've been doing all this time, but I really locked in on following my rules and following my system, because I was kind of going at it like, oh, I've been doing this for so long, I don't even know if it works, so I'm not even going to put that much effort. That's kind of what it felt like. It felt like I wasn't putting that much effort in. Almost like I didn't care, but I knew I cared. I wanted it so bad. I've wanted it so bad this entire time. I've never wanted it more. Like every day I've wanted it more and more and more. And these past 2 weeks, I've seen myself, like, I saw a little bit of success. I've been funded for the past 2 months, and I've got my fourth winning day now to get my first payout ever. And that's only because I locked in these past 2 weeks, and I've barely taken any trades. I've literally just been focusing on my rules, and it's been such an insane difference. But whenever I started out on this journey, I was quite literally at the lowest point of my life. My parents were divorcing. The girl I was talking to dead ass left me right before I started trading. And I know that this is all part of God's plan, but it's weird because I feel like in my mind it would have been better off for me to not have ever gone through those things and have been able to live a normal life than have to go through this. But I know at the end of the day, this is what God had planned for me. But damn, like, bro, this shit is hard as hell. Like, I've been going 2.5 years trying to trade, making a single dollar, not seeing any success, losing money for 2.5 years. How many of you can say that you've actually stuck for something for 2.5 years with zero results? Probably nobody. Like, whenever I started in July 2023, literally all that had happened, I had nobody to talk to. Nobody. I started TJR's boot camp, and this is like I said, the summer before my junior year, and I didn't talk to anybody. I barely talked to my parents that entire summer. I didn't talk to any of my friends. I never went out. Even recently, like one of my close friends that I knew throughout that whole time, he was like, bro, what happened during that summer? No joke. He asked me that, and it's like, I can't even explain it, bro. Like, that summer I was just so angry, and I was tired of living the life I was living, and I could see it around me in my family's lives, the cycle of just not having money, being able to buy the things that they want to buy, and not being able to support themselves. It sucks. Like, I don't want that for myself. Everybody in my family goes through this. Something happens and they just end up working from job to job to job, not barely being able to keep up with their bills, barely being able to do anything, having to go from house to house to house. It happens to all my family members. I've seen it so many times. None of my family members are financially stable. None of my family members know how to deal with money. None of my family members are good with any of that. And it sucks to see. Like, I don't want to get trapped in this cycle again. Like, somebody has to break this cycle at some point. And that summer, I literally put my head down. I didn't speak to anybody. Nobody. If I ever get famous, I promise you, nobody in the world could say that they had my back, could say that they were talking to me, that I was speaking to them, that I was asking them for help. I didn't speak to anybody that entire summer. I didn't go anywhere. The summer before my junior year, like my last real summer was that summer, and I didn't speak to anybody. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't do anything. And that's the time I really started going to the gym. I wasn't even 18. I was, what was I wasn't 16 yet, so I didn't have my license. So I turned 16 that summer, but before that, I had my mom take me to the gym after school ended, and she was taking me to the gym. As early as she would wake up, I would ask her to take me to the gym every day, every day, every day. As soon as I got my license, I was up at 6 a.m. I was up going to the gym. I was trying to get there as early as possible. And I feel like that set the foundation for me, but it was all from a place of pain and hurt. Like I was so hurt at the time. And looking back at myself, now that I'm back in my hometown, I have been gone for a few months in college. But now that I'm back here, I just realize and I see like the amount of pain that it took for me to get here, because that was literally the lowest point in my life. I didn't speak to anybody. I didn't have any friends. I know I keep saying it, but it's like that's really how it was. I had no friends. My girl didn't talk to me. She left me. My parents were getting divorced. Everything was going downhill from there. And that's when I found Jesus Christ. And I thank God so much that he pulled me out of that situation, because in no way, like, there's no way I would have been here. Like, I was so hurt. I was never suicidal or depressed or anything like that. But the only thing I wanted to do was go to the gym and get rich. And if I didn't find God, I feel like my life would have went a lot worse. I'm still not rich now. But, like, going through that and then going through my junior year of high school, still barely speaking to anybody. You could ask anybody who's in my classes that junior year. I didn't speak at all. I kept my mouth shut. I was trying to trade in class. I have recordings of me trading in my economics class in 11th grade. Like this, I wanted it so bad. I wanted it more than anybody else. There was nobody else at the time. This was 2023. This is like when day trading was just starting. It's not as big as it is now. The only person talking about trading for real was TJR. And I was watching TJR's boot camp. I didn't care what anybody else had to say. I have been trying to make money since I was little, bro. Like I've been seeing this. I had a car wash business. I was trying to do lawn care. I've done pressure washing. I've done drop shipping. I've done SMMA. I've done SaaS, all of this stuff, online, everything. Like I've been trying to make it out for so long. And it's not like I'm in a horrible situation. I'm living in the trenches. I would never say that. I'm not living in the trenches. I have lived a good life, but my parents don't live a life. My mom works 2 jobs right now. My dad can't even work. He's retired from the military. Like, I don't want my family to have to keep going through this cycle of having to work till they drop dead. Like, I have to be the one to stop this. Like, somebody has to stop this madness. And if it takes me going through all this pain and sadness or whatever you want to call it, then I guess that's what it has to be. Because I can't live with myself seeing my cousins, my younger cousins, have to grow up and not afford to go to college, not afford to live a good life, live a decent life, not afford to have kids, not afford to get a house, get a nice car. Like, this is not the life I want for them. And looking back at all that time that it's taken me this long, 2.5 years, to realize that if I don't follow my rules, if I don't stick to my trading plan, I'm not going to be successful. Straight up. Like, I'm at the point where I feel so unemotional and disconnected from the charts that I don't even want to trade. I'm completely comfortable with just sitting there scrolling on my phone, watching YouTube, whatever, while I'm on the charts. If nothing shows up, if nothing that's completely obvious doesn't show up, then I'm not gonna press buy. I'm not gonna press sell. I'm gonna lock out. So make sure I don't do anything dumb. I'm not going to trade Asia. I'm not going to trade London. I'm going to trade market open, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And that's what's going to make me profitable. But this has been the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Day trading has to be one of the hardest jobs in the world. I don't care. I mean, I'm sure there's harder things, but mentally, as a battle, day trading is so difficult because it's literally you against you. It's you against your own mind, and nobody can do anything for you. Nobody can help you. No mentor can come in and help you and help you and help you. Unless you're literally copying their trades, nobody can help you. The only person that can help you is you, and it's up to you to change your psychology, to change your mind, to really lock in on what you want to do. Because the more you take bad trades, the more you over risk, the more you FOMO, the more you revenge trade, the further and further and further your success is going. And that's why it's taken me this long. It's taken me this long to realize this. I spent 2.5 years doing who knows what. Granted, I didn't even know about funded accounts really until a year ago. I got my first funded account a year ago. But up until this time, I haven't really been focused. Like, I stopped trading from May to June when I turned 18. Once I turned 18, my psychology has been bad ever since then. And it's been up to me to change that. If I want to be successful, nobody can come over here. TJR himself can't come into my trading and make me a better trader, because I am the one over trading. I'm the one over risking. I'm the one trying to push the limits, trying to get there faster, when the only thing that's going to make me profitable is slowing it down. Straight up. Nobody can help you. Nobody can save you. Even though this thing is so difficult, trading is the hardest thing I've ever done. Trading is the hardest thing you've ever done. At the end of the day, it's up to you. No matter how difficult it may be, no matter how bad you want it right now, you have to be patient enough to sit there, not click buy or sell, lock out your account, and be okay with knowing that you're not going to trade on this day because the conditions are bad, because your setup doesn't show up. And you have to be okay with that, because the longer you click buy or sell on the days where the conditions are bad, when you're like, oh, this setup it's okay, but I don't want to miss out. Because that's how I used to be. I used to FOMO into trades. I'd be like, oh, I know this draw is going to hit, but this isn't really a good setup. I'm going to enter anyways. When you enter anyways, that means anyways your stop loss is going to get hit, and you're what? 1 day behind. And then what are you going to do? You're going to, oh, I can make this back. Let me just enter right here. Boom, stop loss hit. Now you're 2 days behind. Now what? Now your account's blown. Now you're a week behind. Like you keep doing this over and over and over, and the cycle repeats. And it's only going to make your life worse. Like, I promise, I felt that. Like, I know what it's like to fail over and over and over, and I'm still there. I'm on my 4th winning day before my first payout, and I'm still feeling it. I'm feeling like this is so difficult, and I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of sitting here, like, not having any success, not seeing a single payout, not seeing a single dollar, not a dime, not a cent going to my bank account from this trading stuff. And there's a couple people who know I trade. My parents know I trade. You know what it's like to tell your parents that you don't want to go to college, that you want to do something else, but then they're like, but there's no money to show. Like, what am I supposed to do? My friends, some of my friends know I trade. They don't see me with anything. I'm still in college. I'm still a broke boy. Like, these people have known I've been trading for 2 years, and they haven't seen a single dollar. Like, that's the reality of this. If you don't lock in, if you don't take the right trades when you know that those trades are right, you know the trades you're taking are B setups, wait for that A+ setup. Wait for one good trade. It's all you need per day. There's no need to be losing and losing and losing more. Take your loss, go on to the next. Stop doing this bullshit, because the only thing it's going to do is hold you back each and every time. And I know what that's like. I know I post my losses on social media to get criticized every single day. I post my losses, I post my wins, because I want to be able to look back and say that I was in this moment. This is the hardest point in my life, and I was able to get out of it by myself. There's nobody that can say that they're up with me at 5 a.m. going to the gym. There's nobody that can say they're posting content for me. I don't tell anybody I post on social media. I don't tell anybody I trade anymore. I don't want anybody to know. I want to do it all alone. I'm the only one getting up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. Nobody around me knows anything. I'm doing this all alone, and I don't care what anybody else has to say. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to become profitable, and I'm gonna be hitting 10K months next year. And in the next 3 years, I'm gonna buy a Corvette C8 Z06 with the Z07 package. I don't care. I'm doing everything I want to do. I'm gonna keep grinding on social media. I'm gonna hit 10K subscribers on Instagram in 2026. I know what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna stick to my rules, and I'm gonna be consistent every single day. There's nobody that's going to come and save you unless you yourself grab yourself by your bootstraps, pull yourself up, and then you'll be successful. Nobody's going to come save you. And I'm tired of these people. Like, that's why I don't put up with anybody. Like, somebody asks me how to trade, I tell them, go watch the boot camp, then get back to me. Or if somebody asks me how to get into the gym, I tell them, do this. And I don't put up with any BS because I had nobody in the world can say that they helped me whenever I was in the gym, when I was skinny as hell and I was getting made fun of. Nobody can tell me that they helped me at all. Nobody helped me learn how to trade. Nobody helped me do anything. Nobody helped me when I was in my lowest point. So whenever you're going through this and you're losing, there's no way that you should feel like you deserve anything. Like, you don't even deserve to go out. You're going out, you're doing stupid shit, you're drinking, you're doing all this stuff, but you want to be successful. Do you want to be successful or do you not? Like, let's just be real. Would you rather go drink? Would you rather go party every day? Or would you rather be successful? Like, you can play now all you want, but you're going to have to work later. The work's going to have to come at one point. Right now, I'm working my ass off so I can be successful in the future. And it's up to you to choose what you want. Do you want to play for a few years and work for the rest of your life? Or do you want to work your ass off these little few years while you're young, while you have the most energy, while you have the most time, and so you can enjoy your life for the rest of your life? So your parents can enjoy the rest of their life. So your family can grow up with a good life, right? So your kids can grow up in a good home and not have to worry about money, so they can go to college and do whatever. So they can fuck around, they can do whatever. No matter what happens, they're good because you worked, right? So don't complain, because while I'm here, I'm at my second time saying I'm at my lowest point, right? This is one of the lowest points I've been at in my trading career. I know it is, because I feel like this is so difficult to go through, and I have nobody to talk to. Nobody. And I don't want to talk to anybody because I've done it on my own. I've done it on my own this entire time. Nobody's gonna, at the end of the day, nobody's gonna be able to say that they helped me, that they got me here. The only people that can say that are maybe the mentors that I learned from, but nobody's here. I haven't talked to anybody in real life. Nobody is behind the scenes. This is what's wrong with your trading. No, I have to figure all that out on my own. I have to get up every single day to go to the gym because I want it more. I want it so much more. But in that process of wanting more, you have to realize you can't try to rush the process. The trading is, you can't rush it. If it's going to take this long, if it's going to take 5 years, it's going to take 5 years. You cannot rush it. There's no way to make it go any faster. Just imagine God has a set date for you to become profitable. This is the day you're going to make 100 bands, buy your dream car. But each time that you overtrade, over leverage, FOMO into trades, take bad trades that you know aren't that good, that is pushing your day back further and further and further. Each time you do it, that's a day. That's a day. Imagine how many times you've broken your rules. That's another day. So as long as you can stick to your rules and understand that my rules are there for a reason and they're keeping me closer to profitability, that's when you're going to be successful. I don't care how long you've been doing this. Every trader that is successful, they back tested their strategy. They know their strategy is profitable. They've learned from a good mentor, and their mindset is completely there. Even sometimes they have bad days. They're just like everybody else. But 90 to 99% of their days they're on point. They're following their strict trading plan. Every successful trader has a strict trading plan. If you don't know when you're going to trade, how many trades you're going to take, how much you're going to risk each day, you're not going to be successful. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to you working hard by yourself. Put your head down, work even harder than everybody else, because nobody else is going to get you there. Nobody got me there. Nobody got TJR there. Nobody got any... Fuck. Hold on. Nobody got TJR there. Everybody's done it themselves. You have to do it yourself. Don't tell everybody else. Put your head down, work your ass off, and you're going to be successful. As long as you can follow your rules, you're going to be profitable. I'm on my 4th winning day. Hopefully I can get my payout this week. Thank y'all so much for watching. That was my little rant talking about my background and stuff. I know that was a little bit emotional at one point, but right now I'm at my lowest point. I just want to let y'all know you have to stick to your rules if you want to be successful. And that's the only way I'm going to get out of this. That's the only way anybody's going to get out of that. If you feel down, if you've been trading for a long time and you feel like it's not working out, start sticking to your rules. That's the only way you're going to make it anywhere. But I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.